Private homes of former presidents. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. When their terms end, US presidents must move out of the country's most famous address and make other living arrangements. Some return to the homes they lived in before becoming presidents, while others move into even more opulent surroundings. Here are some of the private homes former presidents live. Theodore Roosevelt Birthplace National Historic Site. Theodore Roosevelt lived in the Manhattan townhouse from birth in 1858 until his early teenage years in the 1870s. The structure that exists today is an exact recreation of the original one, given that the 1848 home was demolished in 1916, only to be reconstructed in 1923 and turned into the historic house museum we know it as today. Fortunately, many of the original furnishings remain part of the home's decor to this day. Richard Nixon LA Pacifica in Orange County. When Richard Nixon became the only president to ever resign from office in 1974, he already had somewhere to go, La Casa Pacifica in Orange County, California. He bought the estate, often dubbed the Western White House, in 1969, and the home itself has almost become a star. The famous Frost-Nixon interview almost took place here, where radio signals from the nearby Coast Guard that interfered with the filming equipment meant it had to take place at a neighbor and supporter's home instead. Mr. Nixon sold the home in the late 1980s and spent the rest of his life in a New Jersey suburb. The Obama's Massachusetts Island. The Obama's 29-acre spread on the moneyed Massachusetts Island was actually snagged at a 20% discount from its asking price. The listing had been slotted at $14.9 million. The Obamas actually rented the estate before deciding to buy. Their new residence at 79 Turkeyland Cove Road has a pool and an outdoor stone fireplace, surrounded by lush hydrangeas. The 7-bedroom home also has high vaulted ceilings with exposed beams and a massive kitchen, as well as a private beach. In 2017, an Obama family spokesperson denied the rumor that the couple had been eyeing two much larger parcels on the island owned by Caroline Kennedy and her husband. George W. Bush Daria House. When George W. Bush left office in 2009, he went back to his Texas roots. Mr. Bush and his wife Laura moved into a modest 8,500 square foot, 4-bedroom property on Daria Place, a gated cul-de-sac in Dallas's posh Preston Hollow neighborhood, which has since been renovated. They bought the property in 2008, and according to the New York Times, Mr. Bush has a man cave filled with pictures of his years as president. The couple also owns a ranch in Crawford in Central Texas, which played host to the likes of Russian President Vladimir Putin, among other world leaders, when Mr. Bush was still in office. George Washington's Mount Vernon, Virginia. Mount Vernon, which was built in 1758 on 500 acres of land, became part of the Washington family in 1674, when George Washington's great-grandfather John purchased the property along with his friend Nicholas Spencer. Despite being hundreds of years old, many of the design elements at Mount Vernon, like vibrant colors such as turquoise blue and emerald green and a checkerboard floor design, look as timely as ever. Bill Clinton Dutch Colonial Home, New York. This 11-room Dutch colonial home in Old House Lane in Chappaqua in New York's Westchester County is the Clintons' primary residence, which they paid $1.7 million for in 1999 as Bill Clinton neared the end of his presidential term. This is the home that Hillary Clinton used as her base when she ran for the New York Senate. They also bought the house next door, which could be used for her daughter Chelsea and her family when they come to visit. The couple also owns homes in Washington, D.C. and Arkansas. Lincoln Home National Historic Site, Springfield, Illinois. Abraham Lincoln lived here from 1844 until 1861, the year he became the 16th president of the US. He was elected president while residing at this home, and it was the only house Lincoln ever owned. He had the home renovated and remodeled multiple times between 1846 and 1859, during which he made changes such as adding an additional bedroom, a pantry, a barn, stoves, and raising the roof. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.